Hello everyone, I'm IQinen, and this is going to be my second Let's Play to go along with Secret of Mana, due to the fact that one will be updated at very random times. This is Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. I do prefer the original one, but I decided to do this one instead, due to the fact that I haven't practiced it, so there will be a lot of failing. If you are after a professional one, then do not watch this. Now let's have a look. See, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins was, I believe, released in 1992 by Nintendo. I wasn't really paying attention to the title screen. All Mario mechanics are still, well, used in this one, such as going down pipes, as you just saw. There's secret areas throughout the game. Just that for this game, you collect the, well, 6 golden. You collect, once I can go up in the pipe, 6 golden coins. From each of the worlds, or the worlds from the overworld that you can go into. Each one has a separate theme. As I said before, I have no practice of this one, so I will die quite a bit. Not really much else to say, due to the fact it's a Mario game. It's very self-explanatory. All the enemies are back, with a few minor exceptions, I believe. I know for certain that there are a few new power-ups. As you can see, there is the heart, which gives you a 1-up. Replace the 1-up mushroom from the original game. The middle bell, or the bell there, indicates the middle of the stage, which is very useful to know. Coin blocks are all perfectly as they should be in a Mario game. The power-ups, there's only one new power-up in the game, and that is the bunny power-up, in which you can float during mid-air for as long as your jump is. Another new skill in the game is the ability to, well, do a downward kind of stomp, in which you spin around and, well, as you just saw, you spin around and break blocks underneath you. It's useful in a few circumstances, but not that much. The reason I tried to choose this one over the other original Mario game is due to the fact that the first Mario game seems very short, and I wanted something to go along with Secret of Mana that wasn't too short, otherwise it'd ruin it quite a bit. As you probably saw just then, there is a bell at the end of every single stage, in which if you ring it, you get to do a minigame, which you press A, and you hopefully collect something like I just didn't. The best one to get there, I'm guessing, is the 3-up. As you can see on the overworld, there's 6 places to go to. There's the tree world here, or tree zone as it's known. If we go down and up, I believe there's this place, which is, let's have a look. Oh, we can't even go in there yet. Oh yeah, we can. Oh, I've gone to a random stage, that's not good. Okay, I guess we're starting off with this stage then, instead of any of the others. In this stage, I'm pretty sure you just use a bubble to get around. I'm not sure how to control them. As I said, I have no idea about this game at the moment, due to the fact that I haven't played it in 1 to 2 years. It's down here. No block. Okay, seems I can destroy that with a fireball, and I can't get through. That's brilliant. Anyway, I'm guessing this is a water world due to the fact that the hippo just blew a bubble out of its nose. As said before, there are 6 worlds, and then you get to the final castle, which isn't Bowser's actually in this game, it's Wario. Wario being the main antagonist of the game. I believe it's the first time he was the main antagonist of a Mario game. I believe it's the only time as well, unless anyone wants to correct me on that. Most likely he's the antagonist of another game, but I just can't seem to think for the moment. Much as you can probably tell by the fact that I carry on erming. Okay, there we go. In these bubbles, you seem to be able to hold, if you hold A, you're able to go up in the air. Yep, if you hold down A, you're able to go higher. So it seems quite easy to get the coins, as long as you don't fall in the water like I just did. As I said, I'm out of practice. Yes, to my knowledge, I don't think this game did get a very good reception overall. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'm using a Super Game Boy for the SNES, which is just an add-on for a normal SNES. I am using a PAL version of the Game Boy game, as with most of my games, unless you can't get them in PAL, they're just too expensive. Due to me using the Super Game Boy, means that has this slightly annoying but still nice touch border here, which you can see says Nintendo Super Game Boy, and it has the retro styled Game Boy, so to speak. Not really much else to say along the lines of Mario. Luigi doesn't feature in this game. I'm not sure who the person I'm trying to rescue is either. As you can see, I missed the final door. Well, the middle door. Ah, okay. This one seems to have taken me somewhere. I am completely lost. Where did it take me? Oh, that's okay then. So I guess this hippo spot? Maybe I can't go into it yet. I'm not sure really. In that case, let's carry on. Over here we have the Clockwork Zone, I believe it's called, is it? Oh, it's the Macro Zone, okay. Basically, everything is giant in that zone. There always has to be one obligatory giant/tiny level in a Mario game. This is the Pumpkin Zone, which is Halloween themed, as you can probably guess. If we go down this way, this might be the Clockwork Zone actually, and this one is the Mario Zone, okay. That one is very odd, we'll go to that later. I'm guessing that one I'm going to do 5th, possibly. And then finally down here we have the Koopa that eats you and therefore takes you into the Turtle Zone, which is the underwater part. Which is the underwater world, I guess. So, moving on, semi-swiftly, in this little kind of hobbity hill here, we have coin games in which, if you want to, you can spend 30 coins to go into here. I believe they resemble the ones from the end of the game. You just press A and it will go to a random power-up. Like that, with a mushroom that I didn't need at all, but oh well. That's my reward for using only 30 coins when I have 150. So I guess we'll start in the tree zone. I remember the last time I attempted to get a take of this, I died about 15 times at the ant level, so we'll have to see. Tree zone. As you can guess, there's a lot of foliage. The enemies are a bit odd around here. There's what seems to be moles and frogs. The moles I don't know if you can really stand on. I think you can stand on them as long as they don't look up, if they can. As for the frogs, they just stick their tongue out. You can stand on the top, but funnily enough, you can stand on the frogs' tongues in order for them to, well, perish. The other enemy around here that I haven't mentioned is the fly, or basically it is a fly. Oh, there's 2 more enemies then. Well, the first one is a fly in which it just buzzes around, stops for quite a bit, and then continues along its merry way. And the other one, what looks like it can't be stood on, actually can be stood on. It's these, if I can find one. I believe there's one over there. I'll have a look at it. I don't really know what you call that. I call it a hedgehog, I guess. I'm not really in the know with Mario enemies, really. I know there's wart. That's pretty much it. There's the fly that I mentioned before. As you can see, they stop and start. I believe it's 100 coins gets you a 1-up, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that reminds me. The music in this game. The music is, well, a very nice touch. Because it is, well, very nice music. It's stupid of me saying that, really, but the music, I believe, is better than the original one. I do like the music at the final boss, because it certainly gives you an eerie charm, but hopefully we'll get to that later. And as you can see, the bell is right on top of here. The fly does chase you, so you kind of have to move quite quickly into the goal. As for this minigame, you have to choose a wire. You jump up by pressing the A button, and the mouse kind of stops the wires from hitting it, so therefore you just got to follow the current, and it takes me to the mushroom. Once again, the thing I didn't need, but I'll have to live with it. Okay, so oh no, you can't even go through the tree yet, fair enough. Now we're starting into the tree. This yellow kind of sap stuff, as you can see, sticks, or makes you stick in the air. You'll need to learn how to do that later. If you repeatedly press A, then it will raise you up, so to speak. Fire flower again. I really want to get a bunny hood so I can show you what it's like. It's much like the Tanuki suit from Mario Bros. 3 if you've ever played that. As once mentioned, the hearts will get 1-up. Don't worry, looks like this game might be easy, but believe me, it gets extremely difficult later on. another flower. And all those lives I have 10 will probably all be wasted within the wood level. Don't expect this to be a no death run at all. In fact, expect a lot of game overs. The spikes are, as usual, don't instant kill you like in some other games, but they still do take one, well, I would suggest a hit, I guess, off Mario. You don't really know, on Mario. Doesn't exactly say whether what kind of thing it is. I mean, you know he gets reverted to normal Mario, but what would you call that? Would you call that a hit? Would you call that a... Well, what would you call that, in fact? What would you call it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling on here. More coin blocks. Fire Mario again. These Buzzy Beetles, I guess. I'm guessing they're Buzzy Beetles. They do explode if you attempt to stomp them. So I wouldn't recommend it. And Mini Mario, just the fact that I landed in the spikes twice. That's brilliant, isn't it? As you'll have to learn here, you'll have to learn how to do the A thing as I mentioned earlier. And die. Brilliant. First death in the first video. Excellent start, Connor. Well, at least you get to start at the middle. And there should be a power up here if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. There we go. Hopefully this time I won't get killed by the beetle. Oh, damn it. Well, that could have gone worse. That could have gone much, much worse knowing me. So yes, jumping up this thing can be a bit frustrating sometimes, especially when you've got a Super Nintendo controller. Due to the fact that the buttons don't really push in very well, seeing as it is quite old. Then again, Game Boy console is also quite old. You can, for some odd reason, do the whirling kind of downward spin dash of some sorts. I know I'm calling it spin dash, probably completely the wrong name. And there is a line of coins here that lead to spikes. That was quite gullible. That was quite stupid of me. But here we are at the goal. So climb up here and get the bell. And that's the end of the tree level number 2, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Tree zone number 2. Hope I can get something this time, and I can't. For some reason my aim seems to be off today. But 12.5 minutes, I'll leave it at that. Hopefully we'll get somewhere. But next we do have the dreaded ant level, and well, we have a choice of 2, the ant or the bee level. I will do both. That's it for me. See you next time.